can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. See, we can go where we want to, places they will never find. And we can act like we come from out of this world, leave the real one far behind. We can dance.
Hi everybody! Hi Tamal! Welcome to our Season 7 Q&A video. Season 7 is over, in the books. A lot of questions to get to. Let's start with one of our patrons, Jacken Hagar. He's from Southeast Texas. He says that him and other people he knows from the area are dealing with a ton, and many Game of Throners have missed the finale, and he would like us to ask anyone who wants to help in any way they can go to Charity Watch or Charity Navigator to double check the help is going where it's needed. We'll put the links in the description, so make sure you check it out if you want to. Let's go, and to all our viewers who live in Texas, stay strong, or as Trump said, good luck.
Good luck.
Okay, let's go to the Silkatir. Did you note Qyburn's reaction to the white? He looked utterly fascinated, so maybe he will have a place in breaking the spell in some way of magic.
Yeah, Qyburn is a real maester, a real scientist.
More than the maesters who banished him.
Yeah, more than the maesters that banished him. He's very curious. You see, he's very curious. And in terms of morals, he doesn't really care about the morals.
Which is like a scientist.
Because like a scientist, he wants to build the bomb because it's a challenge to build the bomb. He doesn't care how it's being used later.
Right. So maybe he will find out how you can kill some of the White Walkers or the Night King or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe he will invent a bomb.
Maybe. Let's go to Aman from Twitter. Will you guys be doing the Winds of Winter review and discussion when it comes out?
Yes.
You betcha!
Yes.
We will most definitely post many videos. And also extra videos for our patrons. So if you want to become a patron, you should go to patreon.com/GOTacademy. Let's go to Vincenzino Esposito. If the zombies cannot swim, how do we explain the chains on the dead dragon?
I thought about it too. Well,
maybe the Night King.
Maybe they just dive down, put the chains, and then just drown.
But can they swim?
I don't know. They just jump down and
just like sank like rocks. Maybe okay. Maybe they tied rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. So plot hole no more. Sauna Man from YouTube. He loved the way Sam took all the credit for finding out about Rhaegar and Lyanna. Yeah, I found that out when I transcribed the notes. No, we were there, Sam. We saw what happened.
Yeah, true.
Come on, again, the man. Always the man. Let's go to our Israeli patron, Shai Golan. Hey, Shai, my name. Wouldn't Jaime rat out Cersei to Jon and Daenerys? And he says that this is something that I said, but I don't remember saying it. If I did say that, I think that's smart. Maybe Cersei's fate will be a la scouring of the Shire, meaning after the war is won, Cersei is holed up in King's Landing, and only then they deal with her. And so she got to be queen all the way to the end, and then the younger, more beautiful queen literally takes everything away from her.
Yeah, that's plausible. That makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay. And what about the first part, Jaime ratting out Cersei?
What do you mean by that?
Because she's not going to help them in the north, so we're gonna tell them.
Yeah, I can definitely see.
Yeah, but I don't. But they won't spend any energy going back to King's Landing. So just like forget about it. Okay, Uncle Bernard from Twitter. Are Game of Thrones fans in your country, that's Israel, different from those in other countries?
No, I don't think so.
I think they are.
Really? How?
I think we have less geeks and nerds here. There's less of a geek and nerd culture and community. So just like more regular normative people like the show.
Yeah.
And not a lot of them like go really into detail. You have to be a nerd, a specific A Song of Ice and Fire nerd or Game of Thrones nerd, but you're probably not a nerd in other fields. Like we have like one of the most famous Israeli stand-up comics, Tom Aharon.
Yeah.
He's a book nerd, and he's not a geek.
No, he's not a geek.
Or a nerd.
No. Yeah, we don't have a lot of nerd culture here, and like We have a con, like a geek con, one of the geek cons.
Right, fantasy con.
Fantasy con and stuff like that. We have geeks here, but they're like very Americanized.
Right,
they're not local.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. I the people I talk about Game of Thrones, they're like regular people, and they're not like geeks.
Okay. Ukupacha from Twitter. Do you think the White Walkers are escaping something far scarier from the lands of always winter? Maybe they're escaping winter?
Yeah. Maybe they're like snowbirds. They're like,
we're just migrating.
Going to Florida when winter comes. So
or like Jews?
Or like, New York Jews.
And so you're saying Jews are a threat to the realm?
Why do we threat to the land if they own it?
Patreon.com/GTAcademy. Patreon.com/GTAcademy. So, okay, but basically the premise behind this question is that there's more than meets the eye. They're not just coming in to kill us all because they're programmed this way.
Exactly. I would be very interested to see what their motives, if they have any. And I would prefer them to be something more complex than just like zombies that
monsters and zombies.
So if they're
I think in the books they will for sure will be more complex. Let's hope that they don't leave that out. I can see maybe Bran having a vision or something explaining more of like the moral and the values behind it. I think they will reference it in some way. Okay, Suki from Twitter. I expect Tyrion to play a major role in shaping the political system of Westeros. Who would be the biggest hurdle in Tyrion's way? That's an interesting question. I'm not sure we've actually addressed who would be the biggest hurdle.
Maybe he won't have any hurdle.
Maybe himself. Maybe he will be his own big hurdle. He will have to gain the respect and trust of Sansa if he will indeed go north.
Well, the fact that he's a Lannister, I think that's the biggest hurdle, actually.
Okay, that's a better one.
And he cooperated with the Targaryens, and so even the respect he has from his family would never existed. So Lannisters is bad.
It's about brand.
It's toxic.
It's toxic. Yeah, so maybe he will be another Lannister who will pay his debts for being a Lannister. He will pay this for the sins of his father and his sister. Dan Mosqueta, a patron. Hi, Dan. Who is in charge of Dorne at this point in the story? Dan and Dave are in charge, and there is no Dorne. Deserted Dorne.
Yeah, there is no Dorne.
All the soldiers in Dorne, they don't exist anymore for some reason we don't know. Okay, Tony Nagatani, another patron. Why is the Iron Bank automatically backing Cersei now? Jaime and Tyrion are no longer with her. Can the Lion be counted on to pay debts? That's a good question. I'm not sure if they will have a good solution for it in season 8.
No.
But why? Like maybe the banker should ask, "Where is your brother? So you are alone now? Who is backing you?" But because the Iron Bank has to not get paid its debt, then that will be like the whatever.
I think
they will just gloss over it.
I think the Iron Bank are like, we like the bastard that we know, and Cersei is the bastard that they know, and banks are basically like mobsters. They give you loans for you to give back, and they don't want to pay. They don't want to gamble on Daenerys because that's gambling on a revolutionary.
And you know what? We give bankers too much credit for being rational and making rational business decisions while we see banks falling all the time. So maybe they'll just be conservative. We've always backed the Lannisters. So you're a Lannister, you're your father's daughter. So we'll just back you, and they'll make a business mistake.
And she kept her word. She got them the gold. She got them the gold. 2 weeks, like she said. So.
And I think that timeline-wise, it's before they had like a risk management department in the bank. Maybe
but even if you have risk management department,
it doesn't work. Okay, let's go to Mike Gray, another patron. Hi, Mike. Do you think that Tyrion and Cersei made a deal of some kind? That has been an ongoing conversation since episode 7, because we didn't see what they were talking about before she decided to go back, and then we saw Tyrion lurking, being kind of a perv outside of Daenerys' room as she was sleeping with her boyfriend, the king.
Well, Yeah, I can see that. That would be very interesting, even though very out of character and not well explained.
Right.
I think.
Try to explain. How can that be plausible? Why would he feel obligated to keep his word?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because Tyrion has like he was always like the reject of the family. He needs like Cersei's approval in some place, like the older sister that always hated him, which she's an extension of his dad that always hated him. And when he was talking to her, he was like, "Yeah, I killed dad, I killed mom, I'm the worst thing that ever happened to you." And so yeah, like maybe she has a kid. So this is the only Lannister that we have to continue. So
Right, but a political deal. What would be the political benefit for him to do that? Why?
you help me removing this foreign invader, and we will reinstate our family's legacy and name, and you'll be a big part of it, and all is forgiven and whatever.
So maybe they will betray each other. So Tyrion, what you're saying that Tyrion has already betrayed Daenerys.
If there was like I imagine Cersei giving a speech off camera like, "Oh yes, I always hated you, but now this is the money time.
Right.
Choose your allegiance, choose
Right.
me,
Right.
and our family, and everything will be forgotten. I'm the queen, blah blah blah,
Right.
or choose this foreign queen."
Right. Which she told him, you just said that she wanted to burn the city. You just said yourself
Yes.
that she's horrible.
Yes, yes. So it's
You know
out of
what?
character, but
It would be interesting if it were done well, or
Yeah.
if it will be done well.
yeah, and it's
okay.
a nice twist for Tyrion.
Right,
Yeah.
that we didn't expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah,
So
I-
if it's surprising, yeah, okay. Let's just make sure it's done
We thought like a long time ago that Tyrion will betray Daenerys, and this
Right.
season showed that there is a lot of tension between him and Daenerys.
Right.
And basically, I would say even ideology, ideological,
right. Political differences.
political differences,
Real political
yeah.
differences. Okay. Okay, last question from Exuper, another patron. Bonsoir ou bonjour, Exuper. He's quoting Sansa. I'm a slow learner. It's true, but I learn. Sansa, funny how Tywin, Ned, Caitlyn, Olenna, Tyrion, Varys would all approve, and I would add, be proud.
Yes, yes. Sansa's arc
It's slow.
is slow and one of the most interesting, and I would say even faithful to Sansa's character, her arc. If it was a show about Sansa, almost everything that happened to her, including the awful rape, that's a different conversation in terms of like television choices, what to show and what not to show. But in terms of like the journey she made from this naive, silly girl
Right.
with dreams,
But not stupid.
to like a very attentive, good student, and the best political minds wanted her at her side. Littlefinger is one, and Olenna too. And even now, it's not explicitly being said that she wants to be a queen and be a sole
Right.
ruler and even hold power. It's like,
Right.
Arya said something like that, but it
yeah,
was
yeah.
like in the context of a sister rivalry
Right.
and something that had to do with the past and her wanting to marry Joffrey and be his queen.
Right.
But we saw it because we're biased and we're in Team Sansa. We saw it
Team
as
Sansa!
it's something like foreshadowing. Yeah, you want to be queen. Maybe you will be queen. And she said, I admire Cersei in some point. She
Right.
said that. I admire her, yeah. I admire Cersei. So Cersei is a role model. And even they thought about her trajectory and played it kind of well. She was in character. Her
Right.
choices now and her character now
Right.
is very justified.
Right.
So the trajectory needs to continue onwards, and she needs to be queen.
And
yeah.
she's never surprised. She thinks ahead. She was able to surprise Littlefinger. She was able to get the support of her over her resentful sister. She has the support of the lords, even of the Vale.
And
So she knows what she's
nobody sees her as a contender,
As a threat.
as a threat. Nobody sees her as a threat. That's why we hope she will survive them all. And when you rewatch the series and you hear Tyrion says that, and he says that in the books as well, it's like, wow, oh my God, it was there all along in front of our eyes, and only GOT Academy.
Only Tyrion knew that. Only Tyrion. Okay. So if you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe to get all our season 7 ending coverage, reviews of characters and predictions. And if you wanna support our channel, go to patreon.com/GOTacademy. Any support is very, very much appreciated. So if you're into that, that would be nice. So we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.